Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions JP, I finally decided which UR characters I want to try the EX jobs with. I did a lot of debating with myself up to now, whether to do one character or another, or multiple, or to wait until the 24th when the next batch will be announced. But one character I kind of felt like would fit my account well, and then I also kind of felt like fate was pushing me in that direction. And then the other character I kind of want to awaken, sort of to prove a point, or like act as like an experiment, hopefully to maybe change some of the initial perceptions that we had of these like super powerful but super grindy and commitment intensive characters that we're seeing. But first, let's go to the box, and the first character that I will awaken is Rob. I'm choosing Rob for two reasons. One is because light / characters, I'm pretty light on this account. Still, even now in JP, it's like a whole bunch of limited characters, all of whom I've skipped, except for Thancred. There's the new Edo Shideru, but she came out so late I was already in a state of mind where I didn't want new characters, so Rob is that. And then we can look at the menu items. Somehow I have gathered 222 of his shards, so that's another reason why I want to build him, because I have a lot of materials ready to raise his levels. So let's do that. That will take one of these diamond things, but I have 3 of them, so we'll just go ahead and do that. All of his jobs are 15, which is a requirement to do that. So first, before we do that, let's take a screenshot of his stats there on the left, and then we can kind of keep track of that as I get him higher and higher. Okay, but we'll do that. I really don't like Rob. I think he looks dumb, especially his sleeves, and I don't like his character in the story either. But he matches my account, and then I've said this before, but when a game system is good, I'll use characters that I feel are good or that like match my playstyle. I don't care who they are or what they look like. It's when the game is no good that I care more about their looks. But yeah, I have some more farming to do. Got to get more of these red things. And then we can go to the ability board, and then I can get a look at all of these. So let's look at that now. Why not? But the stats, I see agility, luck, attack, dexterity, critical rate up, attack, luck. That's strange. This is attack plus 8, but this says attack up plus 5. Oh, I can level this up actually, so that might really raise his attack actually. That's interesting. Luck, damage, limit up, dexterity, critical rate up. Okay, and then the first attack that will be upgraded will be this one here. It will break physical barriers. That's pretty crazy. That's like what Kitufe and Garble have, so that's very interesting. That might be the first of its kind. And then area of effect damage, big, piercing, and then also machine and stone slayer. So this is the same area of effect as before, which is right here. Okay, so the 3 panels in front of him, and then piercing. Okay, and then the second upgraded ability will be a TP skill. Let's see, for 3 turns, raise damage and defense piercing. That's very important for attackers. And then a critical rate up, so that's fine. And then if we get him to job level 25, we can get this all new attack. Area of effect attack, critical rate way up, medium damage. And that's a very big area of effect, so possibly you could use him for farming, like Gilgamesh. Alright, so that is Rob. He's got lots of JP to get all of this stuff too, so I'll work on farming those red materials here, and then level him up. But it looks like I'm pretty good on all the other materials. Maybe more of these slabs as well. Okay, the next character I'm going to give EX jobs to is Orodoa. And her two jobs are at 15. I'll give her another one of these diamonds. Hope I don't regret this. Alright. Whoops, forgot to take a picture of the stats, but I got the video anyway, so whatever. Okay, her two. Her, I have many more of her shards to get, but actually, I'm not going to need as much for her at first. Because for her, I only want this single ability, which is the upgrade to her self-sacrifice. And then that's like a topic that I kind of wanted to talk about. This would be a nice segue. But what if you could give them EX jobs and then not take them all the way? That way you wouldn't have to invest as much materials and stuff. You wouldn't get the two abilities, of course, and then you get less stats. But if you're happy, with that middle ground, and we've already seen like level 107 characters do crazy damage, that might be a good way to go. So for Orodoa, I'll just build her until I get this upgraded self-sacrifice, see how I like it. If I really like her, then I'll keep going. But the upgraded self-sacrifice, let's see, attack way up, HP also up, and then here it says all attack resistances will go down. I don't know if that's improved or not. If you max the levels of self-sacrifice, you'll get a -8, I think. What if this gave you like -1, or what if it gives you like -15 again? I don't know, we'll have to see. And then the other upgraded skill, Aspil Force, will become Aspil Field. Let's see, it will get longer range and then cost less AP, so they're kind of pushing her towards being more of a drainer. Later, hopefully, I can gather up all of the new skills into one video, and I'll talk about that later. But for now, just Rob and Orodoa. And then the all-new ability, a little bit of range here, do a little bit of damage, and then also lower the AP and then get AP for herself. This could be really interesting in PvE, where if you can lower the boss's AP or TP, you can really hinder them. I wonder how often the AI would use this in like PvP, so yeah, they might be pushing her in a PvE direction. But stats here, let's see, critical rate up. Here's another HP up, but you can level this one. And I see luck, damage limit up, dexterity, luck, attack, luck, critical, dexterity, luck. Okay, so lots of luck as well, so they also might be pushing the evade part of her. Okay, but here we can turn to a couple interesting graphics that I found on Twitter, put up by random Japanese people. But this is taking that new EX job triangle and then splitting it into different tiers. And then each tier, like we look at job level 16, when you reach job level 16, which is that first one that I just did with Rob and Orodoa, you get access to those 6 nodes at the bottom. And then you raise a little bit higher, you get to job level 19. You can get the next row of nodes, and then you also get that ability. You raise your job to level 22, you get those other nodes, including another upgraded ability, and then finally you get all the way to job level 25, and then you will get that upgradable stat node, and then also the all-new attack. And so, like with Orodoa, I'm only interested in getting her to job level 19, so I can get access to that super self-sacrifice. And then there's one more chart here. This lays out all of the materials that you need to upgrade every job. And let's see, the fourth one from the left, those are the unit shards. As we can see, we only need a little bit, well, a little bit. You need 1 pull from the hatcher. But you only need a little bit per job level. And the majority of the shards that you need is just to go from 24 to 25. So for Orodoa, I'm not going to need 400 shards at all. If I just want to get to job level 19, all I need is 80 shards. That's very doable. If you wanted access to both of the upgraded skills, you would only need 200 shards, which is half of the max. So if you think about it that way, you can do it incrementally. You can work on it over a long time. You can think of it as like you are equipment, something to be done little by little over months. But more than you are equipment, you can use these guys pretty well in the meantime. Make level 120 a long-term goal. Because again, we've seen the strength of like level 107 characters. It's more than enough right now. It's way too much, actually. And then finally, we can look at these two graphics together. I hope that's legible. But to go with the job levels, if you go to job level 16, your max unit level will be 102. If you go to job level 19, your max level will be 107. If you go to job level 22, your max level will be 115. And then if you go to job level 25, your max level will be 120. And then probably when I talk about these in future videos, I'll talk about these as tiers. Maybe EX job tier 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so just kind of a short video, some thoughts after a few days, and then showing off my EX job new characters that I wanted to get out so I could start working on them now. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.